Hey folks, Zmey here. You're watching Ethology Pro, and honestly, I am absolutely relishing what I'm about to share with you today. As many of you have noticed, I have enough venom for daily episodes and then some. So, we decided to pick a bigger target this time. If you're going to bite, you might as well bite like an adult, right? Today, I'm going for the Holy of Holies. I'm talking about the religious aspect of our lives. Now, if you ask me personally how I feel about the management up there, well, let's just say I'm not a sentimental man. When you've seen the real faces behind the great images, when you know what those characters were actually up to behind the scenes, the halo starts to fade. I haven't even started quoting the Bible yet. If I did, things would stop being funny real fast. But look, to each their own. There are plenty of reasons for disbelief, just as there are for blind, unconditional faith. And since this is an ethology channel, we are fascinated by the why. Why do their brains choose to believe? Or why do they refuse to? Let's talk about the reasons people give for their way of thinking. Disclaimer: if discussions like this offend you, if your religious views are fragile, stop right now. This video contains material that might bruise your spiritual ego. Turn it off, run away, and preserve your spiritual virginity. I've warned you, the rest is on you. Chapter 1: The Problem of Evil and the Dinosaur Paradox. Let's take the standard Western religious tradition as our case study. I've categorized the top reasons people walk away from the pews. Reason number 1: the problem of evil. It's the classic cancer in children argument. People say, if you saw someone torturing a child, you'd stop them. I'd stop them. That's the difference between me and your God. Bad things happen to good people, and the villains often die in warm beds. It's a glitch in the justice software that many brains just can't ignore. Then we have the clash with science. I heard a quote recently: "My pastor told me dinosaurs never existed, but I saw a T-Rex skeleton in the museum with my own eyes." Either the museum is a lie, or the religion is. There is zero empirical evidence for the paranormal or supernatural entities. As the saying goes, what can be asserted without evidence can also be dismissed without evidence. And let's be honest, the only proof for the truth of the Bible is the Bible itself saying it's true. That's like a stranger on the street saying, "Trust me, bro." Look, I trust two people in this world. One of them is me. The other one isn't you. It's a circular logic trap that doesn't hold up in a real laboratory. Chapter 2: The Reset Button and the 3,000 Gods. Think about this thought experiment. If every religious person vanished tomorrow and all religious knowledge was lost, we'd eventually invent new religions, but they'd look completely different. But if all scientific knowledge was lost, it would eventually be rediscovered exactly as it is today. Gravity doesn't care what you call it. Then there's the paradox of the first cause. People say the universe must have a creator. Fine, but then who created the creator? If God doesn't need a cause, why does the universe? It's a violation of Occam's razor, multiplying entities beyond necessity. And don't forget the Geographical Lottery. There have been roughly 3,000 gods in human history. But yours? Yours is the only real one, right? The other 2,999 are just silly myths. But yours is the truth. When you understand why you dismiss all those other gods, you'll understand why I dismiss yours. It's just a matter of where you were born. Chapter 3: The Psychological Crutch. Nietzsche famously called religion a crutch for people who can't handle the weight of reality. I agree. Some people need those crutches to get through the day. They can't accept the lack of inherent meaning in life, so they manufacture it. It's the fear of death, our old friend. People are terrified of non-existence. They can't stand the thought that they, or their loved ones, will just stop. So they buy into the afterlife real estate. It's like Santa Claus for adults. Be a good boy, get eternal bliss. Be a bad boy, get a lump of coal, and burn in a lake of fire forever. It's a control mechanism for grown-ups who never learned to self-regulate. Let me tell you a story about the Exodus. The Israelites are running through the desert. They hit the Red Sea. No water to drink, Egyptians closing in behind them. Total chaos. They run to Moses. Moses, what do we do? Moses is panicking too. He goes to his PR guy. What do I tell him? The PR guy scratches his head and says, "Look, I don't know what you're going to do, but if you can talk the big boss into performing some kind of miracle right now, I promise you, in the first edition of the Bible, I will write you a 3-page press release that people will talk about for millennia." And so, the deal was struck. We're still living off that press release today. It's all about the official version versus the reality on the ground. People who ask too many questions outside the dogma usually end up in trouble. We'll probably get this channel flagged by some outraged groups. But look at the numbers. In the Czech Republic, 72% of people are non-believers. Scandinavia follows close behind. These are some of the most stable and successful societies on Earth. It's not necessarily a rebellion, it's a conscious choice based on observation and logic. Some need proof to believe. Others just need a lack of proof to walk away. And for my final joke, let's look at how the system handles secrets. There was a question asked once. How should a priest handle a confession from someone who has signed a non-disclosure agreement or has high-level security clearance? The answer was classic. Such a confession is permitted, but only on one condition. The priest must hold a military rank no lower than colonel and have top-secret security clearance. So, before you spill your soul, you better make sure your confessor isn't reporting to a different kind of higher authority. In this game, if you're going to confess serious sins, you don't need a criminal priest. You need a criminal priest, someone who's in the loop. Conclusion: choose your team. Anyway, I hope you'll share your thoughts in the comments. But please, keep it civil. No insults, even if your tribal instincts are screaming. Soccer might be one game, but the fan clubs are different. There's no need to start a riot in the comments section. Atheism has a right to exist. I don't want to believe is a valid position. Share what you found convincing or what seemed like nonsense. My position is neutrality. I'm just the observer with the venom. This is Zmey, Ethology Pro. I'll see you in the next one. Stay sane.